Welcome to News Now, Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we're looking at cops that assaulted a man riding his bike.
Video shows a Kansas City man had his head slammed into the ground by a police officer while he was handcuffed. A bystander caught the incident on video.
Tonight, for the first time, and only on Fox 4, that man is sharing his story, still recovering from a traumatic brain injury. Fox 4's Malik Jackson, live tonight. Malik, we have the video for viewers and the gripping story of how a bike ride to get wine almost cost him his life.
And that is the reality of the situation. The victim, Mike Hardy, compelled to speak because he's demanding accountability for this officer. We want to warn you that this video may be hard to watch.
Initially, I felt sick to my stomach. And then I was like, it was soon followed by anger because it would have just been his word versus mine.
That's Mike Hardy, grateful to a bystander with a phone that he hopes is his key to getting justice. It was a normal night out for Mike and his girlfriend, who had just finished up at a local establishment.
We were on our way from playing darts to go pick up a bottle of wine and ride home.
They bike through Westport, an area sometimes closed off with barricades. According to Mike, in a lawsuit now filed against KCPD, the barricades were open enough to pass through. But as they biked through, officers started to yell. Officer Chris Showalter then positioned himself in front of Mike Hardy's bike.
Officer Showalter, was in front of me, and I took like evasive action so I didn't hit him. And that's when I was ripped off my bike.
That was only the beginning of what one of his attorneys and former Jackson County prosecutor, Gene Peters Baker, describes as needless brutality.
So he had committed no crime, nothing like that. There was an opening in the barricade. He rode through. That's all he did was ride his bike. And he got brutally assaulted for it.
In just seconds, he goes from thrown off the bike, handcuffed and kneed so hard in the head that he was knocked unconscious. He suffered a cut on his chin that required 8 stitches and a traumatic brain injury he still suffers from.
When you talk about vulnerable, he can't move his hands. He can't protect himself from the fall. In the video, how you see his head go up and then down, there's no protection he can do. He's handcuffed.
Mike was charged with trespassing and resisting arrest. Nearly a year later, 2025, he filed a lawsuit. That's when the bystander came forward. She was only filming the incident because she was working on a doctoral dissertation on Westport security accountability. Hardy was alerted to the video almost a year to the date while at work.
I watched the video and just all the color just drained from my face because I was just like, okay, that's what happened.
The bystander had posted the video online shortly after the incident happened, and a friend of hers tagged Police Chief Stacey Graves in the post. It is unclear if she or anyone with KCPD saw the post.
That's why it's so important to film the police. They'll do illegal stuff and then charge you for something.
In 2025, prosecutor Melissa Johnson's office charged the officer with 4th-degree assault, a misdemeanor. At the time of the incident, Peters Baker was the county prosecutor, but she said KCPD never shared this case with her. The idea that police did not notify you that this had happened, but they were aware, to you, how would you characterize their judgment in this circumstance?
It makes you wonder, how much can we trust that department? That's what you end up thinking when you watch that video and you know how that video came to light. It came to light through a citizen filming it.
As for Mike Hardy, he's better, but not satisfied.
Frankly, I don't have anything to say to him. I don't even want to address him as a police officer because I don't believe people who handle situations in that way should be wearing a badge.
You think he needs to be terminated?
Yes, absolutely.
He still gets to wear a badge, and that isn't fair. That's not fair to the good cops. That's not fair to the citizens of Kansas City. Officer Showalter should be fired.
And tonight, the mayor of Kansas City is weighing in.
Accountability is important. You put a microphone in my face when we do something wrong, when we figure out whatever it is needs to change. We need to have that at every agency of Kansas City, even those with state control.
And we ask KCPD a set of simple questions that include but are not limited to if Officer Showalter was still with the department. At last check, he was. If there were any repercussions that he faced, and more, including what will this cost taxpayers, which is now the big question at home because this is another lawsuit. And of course, Fox 4 will stay on top of the story. John.
Malik Jackson live tonight. Malik, thanks.
So the cops are really not trying to take any responsibility for what happened. The station is protecting this cop. The lawsuit is the only thing going forward right now. He is still a cop. No disciplinary action was shown to be taken for this. What do you think of this? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Check out Audit Rights Canada. It's a book I've written. It's a quick reference guide that you can slap in your pocket if you're auditing cops or if you're auditing in general. It's available on Amazon and Kindle. Thank you for your support.